Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back to the Clever Report. So, Israel is now looking for a regime change in Iran. They've been saying this thing that Israel has the right to defend itself. Firstly, when that assassination attempt happened, the Donald Trump assassination attempt happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, that Matthew Crooks guy, and now the deep state came out from nowhere and they're telling us that it is he's Iran's agent. Iran sent him to come and murder President Trump. And that was the time I was like, okay, I'm sure they're applying a regime change because this is the same playbook they use in Afghanistan. This is the same playbook they use in Iraq. Telling people that it was a weapon of mass destruction. Now saying that Iran is plotting Trump's assassination. From that white boy from Pennsylvania, how come he's now he's now an Iranian agent? It doesn't make any sense. But when they keep saying Israel has the right to defend itself, I agree, Israel has the right to defend itself, but let it now defend itself. Why does it need US taxpayers' money? Why does it need boots on the ground anytime? All the Middle Eastern countries US has invaded is because of Israel. It's not that they don't have any strategic advantage or they don't have any strategic importance to the well-being of the USA economy or the US populace at all. And another thing is I'm talking of is the biblical obligation. It's so funny that Protestants left the Catholic Church because they say that the Catholic Church was selling indulgences at that time, which they were in all means they were right. What happened during the Great Schism? The Catholic Church was selling indulgences, but now they're telling us that if you have to support the current state of Israel, so God will bless you. It's so funny. It's so funny. It doesn't make any sense. And now Trump called for a ceasefire after talking with both sides, and then Israel defied the ceasefire. I want you to
violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before.
Yep.
The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. When I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
As you can see there, Trump is visibly angry. The guy is visibly angry. He's trying to broker peace in the Middle East, trying to bring both parties to the negotiation table. But some way, somehow, Israel keeps defying his orders. Israel keeps defying his orders and then going back to bomb Iran and saying it was just a strategic bombing when this person has actually brokered peace for 12 hours, trying to bring both parties to the table. So this is what we keep saying, and there is a clip of Candice Owens asking Piers Morgan yesterday night interview, asking, is there any strategic advantage Zionism has brought to the United States of America? And Piers Morgan couldn't answer that. So I want you to watch that clip now, and then I'll give you my take on that.
First. So that would be my position. I think the position of a lot of people who are waking up to the fact that Zionism has brought us nothing but grief in America. Can you name one positive thing that Zionists have contributed to America? That us fighting these perpetual wars on behalf of Zionism has contributed to America?
But can you also recognize that Israel, placed where it is as a tiny thumbprint in the middle of a region where you have massive countries full of a lot of people that want to wish them harm, and in the case of the terror groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, actually want to get rid of Israel and all Israelis altogether, can you accept that if you have a huge nation like Iran with 90 million people, and they are facilitating the terror groups to that purpose, that Iran has to defend itself? Now, I would not disagree with you about what has been going on in Gaza in the last few months. I've been very vocal in my criticism of that. Nor do I disagree, by the way.
Yes, you can see Piers Morgan was just giving word salad everywhere. Candice was clear, and she asked him, what is the advantage Zionism has brought to the US taxpayers, US economy, or the average US citizen? Nothing. And now, these Middle Eastern countries that always have US as an enemy, why do they have US as an enemy? Why do they always keep saying that they have problem with the US? Not that the average US policy actually affects them, but is this unfettered support for Israel that is making them always having beef with Israel? Why are they chanting death to America? Because America is always supporting Israel and invading these countries. And this, after destroying these countries, they will come back and bite you as economic refugees. So it doesn't make any sense whereby USA will keep supporting Israel in this conflict. Allow them to do their thing. They're a sovereign nation. If you always keep saying they have a right to defend itself, Israel can defend itself. But why does it need US taxpayers' money anytime to defend itself? A sovereign nation that can't even defend itself, is that nation actually sovereign? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves, because this nuclear escalation, everybody's threatening. And that funny thing is that even we Africans, we don't have any say. No African country has a nuke or even has the capacity to enrich uranium. It's so funny. So this period of nuclear, everybody's trying to escalate nuclearly. It doesn't make any sense. The average person is who suffers. So I pray President Trump, gets to the root cause of all these things, and then de-escalates, and everybody. Basically, I don't even want Iran to have nuclear weapons. That is a fact. I don't want them to have nuclear weapons, but I want them to come to a compromise. I want Israel to stop, instigating in the Middle East, and then when they instigate, they now claim the victim. That's all I'm going to say about that. So make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun things, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified.